Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Oh, I'm feeling very Halloweenish today, black and orange. Um, With a shout out to Autumn because she does her channel's called Black and Orange, so I was just like, oh, wearing black and orange. Okay, that's pretty cool. But anyway, no kings. I wanna talk about no kings because I think it's like really important, and I think that I should pull some cards on it because I've been watching a lot of videos from a lot of very good readers. And one reader I watched was worried about the No Kings protests. And another reader said, oh, it's going to be huge, it's going to be massive, it's going to be big. So, two different messages, two different readers that both of them I just absolutely love and respect. But I don't know. So, I thought I'll pull some cards myself and see what I get and see what my feelings are about these protests and how they're going to go. So I'm using the Gilded Tarot, and I've also got my rods and my yes and no cards with me. So if I need to, any clarification or anything, then I can do that. Yeah, that's a good way to start. Cards just fell on the floor. Come here, cards. So, basically, what I got or what I heard was one reader said, and I think that and like I said, these are people I very highly regard in this area. They've been reading tarot probably a lot long, well, no doubt, over 20 years. I mean, they've been really involved with this for like a really long time. So I don't want to downplay anybody's predictions because I really respect these folks. Okay. This is for entertainment only. This is about the No Kings protest. And I am so hopeful that it will go wonderfully, splendidly, and awesomely. That's my skin being, as Libby puts it, skin being feelings about it. So I don't want to. I really don't want to put any of my prejudices or biases into these cards. I just want to read in general on No Kings what's going to happen tomorrow for the No Kings protest. So No Kings protest, guys, please surround this event with light and love, and so surround all of the people taking part in it with calm, peace, and reassurance that they are in the right place in history at the right time, doing the right thing for their country. So, that's done. Let's get the cards shuffled. Oh, they're telling me stop shuffling, just pull. Okay. So the card that I get um, is the Devil card. And I think that this is what they are going up against. They are going up against this evil devil energy, this negative energy that has been permeating society for the last who knows how long. But this energy is very negative. It's very potent, and it's very intense. So this is what you're going up against. This is what the protesters will be going up against. They will be going up against the devil energy. They are going up against it, and they know that they're going up against it. So this isn't like a surprise or anything. This is like really just basically, yeah, we're out there protesting. Protest, the word protest actually implies basically that you're opposing something. You're diametrically opposed to something. And so this is what you're opposed to. That's devil energy, this negative energy. And what it's crossed with is the Ace of Cups. This is the overflowing of truth, of justice, of all of the things that mean something to the people of the country. So we're not just looking at this in terms of going out and protesting and having a great time. This is about going out and saying, speaking our truth to power, speaking our truth to what we feel is important, what is significant for us. And that is the overwhelming um, sense of justice, of rightness, of being in the right side of history, being on the right side of history, and not just sitting there going, I'm going to go out and have some fun. No, this isn't about that. This is about, yeah, sure, fun may be a part of it, and especially if people are going in costume and dressing as frogs and doing stuff, and just driving these megalomaniacs around the bend. That is that's just a part of it. But it's also a part of speaking your truth and saying, this is what we want to accomplish with this. It's not just about having fun. It is about making a statement. And it's about showing that there are millions and millions of people who feel the same way that we do. So going out and doing your part or, participating is an important thing. Um, Tomorrow they're going to have one in Frankfurt. I can't go because we had planned something like months ago for the day. And so you know, sorry, can't be there. But I'll be there in spirit. My thoughts will be with the people that are taking part. And so, even if it's just that, that is making a difference. That is taking part. That is speaking your truth. By me doing this video today, that is my speaking truth to the power, saying this is the truth. And we are crossing with this. This is what we've got. Okay, underarching energy is the hermit. This is the feeling of isolations that we have all felt. We've all felt a little bit isolated. And what's happening is that the No Kings protest is really people coming together, shining their little light, because we have the little light on here, on this card. Everybody's shining a little bit of light, and that creates a greater light, a big light, something huge. And basically, this underarching energy is all these people, all of these little hermits coming together as a group. And then their lights merging together and bright and shining out for the world to see. And that's what this energy is. It is the people coming together and saying, okay, we're going to unite together, we're going to come together, and we're going to create this massively awesome place. This thing, this situation. We're going to create this together. We all feel isolated and to some degree. But when we come together as a community and as a group of people, and when you have a million tiny lights across the sky and they come together, then they supernova. They create this really huge light. And that is what this is most afraid of. It is most afraid of all these little tiny lights coming together to create a massive, huge light that's going to envelop the entire planet. In the immediate past, you have the Page of Pentacles. And I have to look at my cheat sheet. Okay, second. Keep the little cheat sheet in here. Okay, Page of Pentacles is, this is these are the people who are behind all of this. The Page of Pentacles are the people, the ardent students, the ardent people who are taking helping people correlate their light and bringing it together. And so these are the organizers of this event. They may seem like they're not important and that they're young. A lot of young people are taking it upon themselves to get involved in these organizations and these groups that are organizing this. And so these are the people who are they see what's going on and they are organizing. And the only way that you can create this huge protest is to have the people behind it organizing it. And so this is the immediate past. This is them putting this effort together to organize all of this. The overarching energy is the Eight of Wands. This is moving forward. This is all of these people, after they've organized everything, the people coming together and they're organizing this. So this is moving forward in that idea of, they have the organization, they have the people organizing, and then they have the society to the whole of all of the people. This is the power of the people, and they're moving forward in this instance to create this massively huge protest. So these are the people, these are the people that are shining their light, and they're saying we're moving forward, and they're moving forward united together as a group. So this is a very positive feeling that I'm getting. The energy is very, very positive, and it's saying these people, this is beyond just the people that are organizing this now. The people that have organized it, they've created this fundamental core group that's sort of like a bigger light than the individual lights that I was mentioning. So there's a bigger light. And what these people are doing is they're saying, okay, we organized this, we brought this together, and now this huge light surges forward and moves forward to create a world-changing event. Because this is a world-changing, this will be the biggest protest in the history of the United States. This is what a lot of people are saying. This will be the biggest protest in the history of the United States, and these people are so scared of it. They are absolutely terrified of it because they know that the power. They know where the real power is, and the real power is the people. And when these people start moving forward, there's nothing going to stop them. In the immediate future, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is um, this is the no nonsense. This is a card that I actually think of Letitia James. She's the person who comes to mind when I see this card. Letitia James just flashed through my head, and this is the no nonsense person. This is the person who's going to say, "I'm going to speak it. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak truth to power. I'm going to make people understand and make people recognize that this is what's going on, and that we are in a moment in history that this may make or break everything for us." So these are the people, these are the strong, independent minded people. And I don't and Letitia James is really one of the people that I think is really, really a very powerful person. And I think Linda G said that she predicted that Letitia James could become Secretary of State or Attorney General of the U.S. And that would be absolutely awesome because she is one of these people who is very no nonsense. She's very, very powerful, and she speaks truth to power in the most profound way. And so I really admire her. I have so much respect for this lady, and I just think she's awesome, and I hope that she does. I hope her future will be so successful and so bright and so awesome that nothing can stop her. And I think she is really amazing. So, but this is that energy. This is that sort of energy, and a lot of it is feminine energy, but a lot of it is also just energy. There's no masculine and feminine. It's just energy. It's just strong, powerful energy that is surging, moving forward. And I think that this will give a lot of people courage to move forward. Because sometimes courage isn't just about moving forward. Courage is about recognizing that you're afraid, but still managing to move forward. So that's what I get. Um, hopes and fears. Seven of Cups. This is the chaos. This is what people are concerned about, okay? Because any time that you move forward in any kind of situation, you are concerned that there may be some chaos that is created, and you're wondering, can we overcome this chaos? Can we move forward from this chaos? So this is that concern that people have about tomorrow, about will there be a lot of chaos, will there be problems, or will there be situations that we're going to have to contend with. And so I'm getting this draw to the response of the devil energy, but I'm also getting it's a lot to do about nothing. And I don't want to. This is for entertainment only, so I don't want you to just go in there thinking, "Oh, there's nothing going to happen. Everything's going to be fine." The thing is that people are concerned, and this is a very valid concern, because for every step forward that you make, like with the Eight of Wands. With every step forward you make, you may encounter some of this negative energy, and you may encounter some of the chaos that these people want to create, because from the start this regime has been about chaos, about sowing chaos and creating chaos. Because when you have chaos, you have division. When you have chaos, you have people separating themselves and defining themselves by ethnicity, by gender, by orientation, by all of these things. So what you have to recognize is, yes, there may be some chaos there, but how we handle that chaos is going to determine what's going to happen and how empowering it's going to be. So my suggestion to anybody who is looking at this card and saying, oh my God, this is going to be absolutely crazy. It will only be crazy if you respond crazily to it. If you respond to it in a way that is like the people in Portland are doing with the frogs. If you respond to hate and fear with love and silliness, then you may be able to avert yourself away from all this craziness, or all this this nuttiness and stuff, all of this stuff that chaos that could be a result. If you just make your choice logically and methodically, do I want to respond to this with create more chaos, or do I want to respond to this with love and understanding and disperse that chaos? Because part of it is how we respond. It's not always how the other people are going to respond. Because going into this that that there are going to be agitators. You know that there are going to be people who are going to try and create chaos. So how you react to that chaos, how you respond to that, is going to have a determination on what happens, on the ultimate outcome of it. And so I think that when you look at this and you say, okay, this is a concern we have, this is something we may be worried about happening, but we have to go in with the realization that this is how we're going to respond to it, this is how we're going to address it. And I think that is a fundamental point to all of this, how we as individuals respond to the chaos that they're going to try and throw at us. How other people see you. So Two of Swords. Two of Swords is twos are usually about choices and about options. So which option are you going to take? What are you going to how are you going to choose? How are you going to handle the chaos? With love or with fear? And that's what other people are seeing. They're seeing how you're going to respond to it, what you're going to do with it. And this is what they're hoping to sow, this chaos, so that you will respond in kind and create a rationale for them to do more, to push the envelope further. So this is where the rubber's going to meet the road. You are going to be deciding, how am I going to respond to this? And when you see other people getting their dander up and getting angry about something, then you can tell them, look, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to antagonize you. They're trying to make you angry so that you will respond in kind, and you do not give them the satisfaction. Hopes, hopes and fears. Well, I mean, there's two cards that say fears, emotional concerns. This is what you wish for. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I love this card. This again coincides with your choice. When you choose love, you're going to leave them stumped and stupefied. If you choose to respond as they are responding, then that will enhance the conflict. So this is still in the air. We're still in the air. How are people going to respond to whatever it is these devil energy people try to throw at us? How are we going to respond to it? And when we respond with love and joy and happiness They do not know what to do with it. It's like laughing in the face of a bully. When you laugh in the face of a bully, when you look at somebody and say, you're done, they don't know how to respond to it. They don't know what to, what to say or do about it. So this card is actually, we don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of it will depend on how we as individuals respond to it. And once we respond to it with love and with compassion and understanding, then they're not going to know what to do. And that will be the unknown. So tomorrow, when you go out, just consider that the outcome of all of this has not yet been determined. That this is according to these cards, that this is depending on how you react to them will determine what actually the outcome is. So the next card is going to be like, this is going to be this is what I think is going to be the how people are going to end with this. It's the recognition. This is the Three of Swords. This is about the recognition of what you're up against. And I do not see this in a negative way. I see it as an eye-opening way. I see that people are angry. They're tired. They're worn out from all of the stuff that's going on. But it's that final recognition that they have been duped, that they have been played, and that they have been broken-hearted. I mean, we are broken-hearted because of what's going on. Nobody wants to see their country collapse and the government be destroyed by a radical right-wing extremist. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. And this is I don't think this is the outcome of the No King's protest in itself. I think that this is when mainstream media starts playing these clips from this thing, this is going to open a lot of people's eyes about what happened or what's been going on. And they're losing the blindfold. They will lose their blindfolds when it comes to what's going on. And this is going to be their disappointment, and this is going to be their cross to bear. This is the GOP. This is their cross to bear when they see how many people hate and despise what is happening in their party. Then this is going to be that sense that they're going to carry, that they are going to recognize, they're going to suddenly have their eyes opened. I think tomorrow is going to be a pivotal day because we've got an unknown what's going to happen, but then we're going to have the opening of the eyes. Because people are going to open their eyes. They're going to recognize that what is going on is just catastrophic. And this may be the catalyst for everything that's going on. But I also think, and I need to be completely honest with you, they may try to do something that is going to break everybody's heart. And my guides are telling me, be careful. Look out for yourselves. Don't allow yourself to get agitated because of this possibility. But be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on around you. And be careful. Don't let it sink you into this notion of fear when you go out. But be aware of what's happening. So there are two sides to this card. One is that people are going to be heartbroken because of the recognition that they have to come to this the sense that they've been duped, but also the people that are good and honest people who may get drawn into something that they don't want to be drawn into. And that's why I say be careful, look out for yourselves, take care of yourselves, and don't let don't let them don't let them draw you into this 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 situation. Okay, so um, and under that is I got the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So that's what's under the next three cards. What does this mean? This means that the government is still going to keep going like it's doing, and they may be blinded by their own ambition. And they may be thinking that this is okay, that this is, that they're going to that they've survived worse or whatever. But I don't think let me pull some more cards on just what's going to happen in the coming in the coming days after, what's going to happen in the days following the protest. Let's see the days following. How are we going to feel the days following the protest? Because I don't want to leave you on the Three of Swords energy, because that is, you know, I don't think that that is the outcome of the No King's protest. I really don't. I do not think that. I don't feel that. I feel that there's a balance here with regards to it, but I don't think that is the ultimate outcome of it. I think that in the few days, I think that people are going to have to recognize what's going on. Well, let me get the cards here and see what I can find out here. I want to pull clarifiers on the Three of Swords energy that was the outcome card, because that didn't feel good. That does not feel good at all. And I think that, I mean, maybe it is my skin being who's basically saying, no, I can't imagine this idea of, and then the guide said I should show the bottom, the two cards, the Devil again, and Justice. They said I should show those because it may be that this protest may end up making us very sad at the end. There may be something that may happen, but that may actually catalyze people really opening their eyes to what tyranny that they're living under. And I'm getting very strong sense that that if something negative happens tomorrow, that this is going to open people in a very profound way, and it's going to make them angry. And maybe this is the truth in both reads that the other readers had. One read said that it has a negative conclusion, which the Three of Swords, and the other reader said that it creates change. So maybe it's going to do both. Maybe both readers have actually, in some ways, tapped into something that we do not yet realize. So let me pull three cards on the Three of Swords. Oh, I just got this really icky energy here. Ugh, yuck, 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 yuck. What is going on with this Three of Swords? What is going on with the Three of Swords? Please, please, please let this energy. What is going on with the Three of Swords? Let's see how. I got the Queen of Wands. Um, yes. Queen of Wands is a warm, attractive personality, cheerful, busy. Um, this is, and it says home is important. So I don't know if this clarifies the Three of Swords energy that I saw, but I think it could be a evaluating what is important to each person. The outcome of the protests may actually encompass an idea of what is important to me. What is really important when we look at everything that's going on? What is finitely important to us? The next card I got is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about it's exhaustion. We're all completely exhausted. Look at this guy. He is like sitting on the ground. He's holding his wand and he's like going, can I continue? Can I move on? Can I go on? Can I continue? But it's also the realization that he has the power within himself to continue. And I think that's what the meaning behind the Three of Swords is. We are weary, battle worn, but we are determined. And I think that maybe that's what it is. It may have a negative outcome, but ultimately it is going to give us the strength that we need to persevere and to move forward. We're going to evaluate what is important to us, and we're going to persevere. And then I got the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of feminine energy here. So Queen of Pentacles is generous, practical, and successful. So we may think initially, after this whole protest is over, we may think that we did not succeed in what we set out to do. But when you have this feminine energy and you have the battle worn, battle weary middle, but then you have the person who is successful, then it may be that although we may think that this isn't going to be a good thing for us at the time when we come through the the protests will be successful in that sense. Let's try the yes and no cards for a few minutes, and then I'll wrap up. Will the No Kings protest be a positive experience for everyone? Will the No Kings protest be a positive experience for everyone? Yes, it will be a positive experience. Will there be shenaniganery going on? Put it that way. Will there be some government shenaniganery going on during the No Kings protests? No. And it may be, okay, it may be that people are aware of what they could do or what they will try to do. So they may recognize that they have no options available to them to do something. That sort of contradicts the Three of Swords card that I got in the outcome. I'm so hung up on that Three of Swords outcome, I cannot tell you. But maybe the Three of Swords. Why don't we do it this way? Why don't you tell me in the comments below what you think the Three of Swords outcome is about? Why is it? And maybe you have an idea that we can do a deeper dive on that. But they said that the yes and no card said that people are going to go away from the protest in an optimistic way. or you are the question, so and that the government isn't going to try any shenaniganery. But the Three of Swords, I think the Three of Swords means that this is going to open people's eyes who are in that movement, in that cult movement. And I really do think that it's going to open a lot of people's eyes as to what's going on. But at the same time, the concern is still there that they're going to try shenaniganery, or they're going to try and do something, you know, to instigate issues. So that's where I'm at on this. I really do not know if that's what's going to happen, but I do have a sense, and I just got this really calming sense that a lot of what I got in these may be the a lot of what I got with the tarot cards is maybe maybe the people will will find their voices tomorrow, and they will see that they are not alone. And maybe that is the big success of this, is that people recognize for once that they're not alone in all of this, because the US has always been a very isolated country. And I was talking to my husband about this yesterday, and I mentioned that one of the things I really love about living in Germany is that we have our communities. These are already established. These have been established. I've been in a choir for 20 years, and we have that community, that sense of community, that if something happens to one of the members in the choir, we all unite behind that person, and it becomes a very communal type of feel. And in the US, I didn't have that. When I was away from college, when I got out of college, I wanted to join a choir. I wanted to join groups or get involved in groups and like sort of form communities. And there was no way for me to do that because people are programmed a little bit differently in the States than they are over here. And one of the things that I recognized was that by um, by joining a choir, we had that sense of community. That sense of community was there. And And in the US, it was very difficult for me to find that sense of community. Sure, I went to college and I had like my friends and my groups and stuff like that, but there was not that sense of that underlying sense of community that I think in Germany we take that for granted that we have that. But when I'm watching everything that's going on in the States and I'm seeing what's happening, I'm suddenly drawn into this idea that I've already got these established communities. I have when I was in clogging and I was going through chemotherapy, the people united behind me that in such a way that it was just I felt like I could conquer everything. Even though it was the most difficult time in my life, I felt like I could overcome it because I had that community behind me that helped me through it. And when I was going through chemo, I couldn't go to choir because I was not supposed to be around big groups of people because my immune system was so shot. So I couldn't go to choir. So I had clogging instead. And I was using that as my pivotal community to get through the chemotherapy. So that was a very uniting force for me because they were navigating themselves towards me, and they were offering that sense of community that I didn't have, otherwise wouldn't have, I guess I could say. So when all of this stuff was happening with the election and after November of last year, I got reinvigorated and rejoined choir. Or well, I don't want to say rejoined, but I took a break from the choir for some time, and then when I came back, there was like this newfound energy. When we got our new choir director, we got this newfound energy within the group, and we just we correlated together, and it was just amazing. And then during COVID, we were separated from that. We had lost that sense of community. So I wasn't able to really define it until after COVID hit. And then when COVID hit, then I started recognizing that I was like that the community, that sense of community was lost. And then after COVID, when we were kind of floundering a little bit and we couldn't really come together in that sense. And and then this year, earlier this year, we got the new choir director, and then suddenly this energy in the choir just it kind of like that light coming together and just going supernova. And that's that community. That's that sense of community that was lost for me when I was living in the States. And and here it's just it's defined through these groups, through these clubs, through these organizations, through these things, through music, through playing the flute, through all of the things that I'm doing outside of the home with people when I go out and I see people and stuff. And it's not just work or school or something. It's it's like extracurricular activities, I guess you could say, and where you come in together in a group and you form a community. You create a community where you help each other through difficult times, through difficult challenges and things. So that is what the main message is the US is learning. People in the US are now learning to depend on community. And if there is a lesson to be learned in all of this, it is to find that community. Everybody talks about find your tribe, find the people that you are connecting with and that you can uh, learn something from, and then that will be the victory that you will have. And it starts with creating a sense of community. And so when you all go out to these protests tomorrow, that is what you're going to be uh, unconsciously looking for, is that sense of connectedness, is that sense of community, of being with people, like-minded people who feel the same passion about what's going on that you feel. So I think that is the positive outcome that's going to happen. But I think the Three of Swords is about that realization. And I think that a lot of people are going to start realizing what's going on through that, because they're going to see all of these people, millions and millions of people coming together, and they're going to they're going to be sitting in their little corners, and they're going to be going, why didn't I see that before? Why did I not recognize that before? And that's what's going to happen, is that people are going to have to recognize that they have been duped. And once they do that, then change can start to really proceed. So that's what I've got. I hope you have a wonderful day. I've been babbling on for almost three-fourths of an hour, so I'm going to close it and move on through my day. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I need to get caught up on the comments, but I have been reading all the comments that everybody's been leaving. I just haven't been able um, to get to them and to make well thought out comment responses, and I usually like to do that. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and as always, namaste.